Hey and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be looking at kegs, and I have 65 plus tax Canadian dollars worth of kegs. It's about $73 Canadian, and we've got 40 ultimate kegs for you guys here today. So the big question is, are kegs worth buying? And we're going to find out here today. I haven't done something like this and I'm actually curious for myself. Keep in consideration I am prestige 9 out of 11. So I'm going to be getting more premium cards than you might get if you're new to the game. So there's like an increased likelihood that I'm going to be getting premium cards. I think they guarantee at least one per keg at this point here. However, they don't guarantee more legendary and epic cards. So what I'm going to be doing is every time we look at an epic or legendary card in one of our openings here, I'm going to be taking notes. I got like a little marker and a notepad here, and I'm just going to be doing a tally, and then at the end we'll talk about it, because ultimately you want to have a lot of epic and legendary cards because this is going to make the deck stronger, right? It's not going to be difficult for you to draw common and rare cards, so let's just focus on what really matters to building a strong deck that will be able to climb the ladder. So we've already got them. Doing it for the content, big opening today. And we'll do it. I'm not going to do it too quickly, but I'm also not going to do it too slowly because this could take a very long time otherwise. So if you're new to the game as well, this just means like rare or uncommon, right? These are more common cards. The purple borders are going to be epic and the gold borders are going to be legendary. And I'm just going to choose whatever. I have every card in the game. I've got multiple copies of them here. The right side's going to be premium, and the left side's going to be non-premium. And a good indication's obviously just looking at the card, is it moving or not, right? So far, nothing. And I think that these are my my lucky pulls, right? Getting that one premium per keg. I think we're just getting lucky because the prestige, right? Otherwise, you might not even get them. Okay. Dwims are really good. When they make me choose cards, I'll tell you guys which ones are good. I'll start picking like the more try-hard ones now. I was just picking which ones I liked best. There's not a lot you can do with Smoke 'em out. I would say Drum and Shield Maiden or Arena Ghoul would probably be your best bet. Probably Shield Maiden though. I don't think you'd play a whole lot. I think Diamond Warship would probably see the most play here. Well, we're five into it so far. I think Great Swords are probably part of the starting decks, or just really easy to come by. Matrons can do quite a lot. Hopefully we get some more premiums that we don't have. That's kind of the goal for today. Alumni's hands down, Northern Realms mages are meta right now, so you definitely want to have those cards if you're looking to play that. I like this card. Mahaka Marauder, nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Easy point slam, you bond them, you get more vitality, you mushy truffle, you get even more. Okay, so on keg number 8, we got a legendary. Let's go. And maybe I'll start writing down the actual keg number, so like we can look at the frequency of pulling them too, like in more detail. Well, we have them all. I think Ragnar is probably like the most played one, but if you're running dwarves, then this is something that you might want to have. This is 12 provisions, this is 8. I don't normally play artists, but new artists is a bit more intriguing. We'll go with the dwarves, show some love to the dwarves. Okay, so we got one legendary. Okay, we're moving on to an epic as well. So what's... 1 keg 9. Right on. So none of them are premium. Always pay attention to this. Sometimes I just choose one of these just in case it's bugged and it's not working if I already have something else that's premium. But since we just picked the dwarf one, we'll just go with that. It's a nice engine. So that's after 10 kegs. Okay. This is not a sponsored stream, I swear at this point. Holy. We're actually getting good pulls. I wasn't expecting to pull something, because like the first so many kegs we were getting nothing. I love Yaga. It's one of my favorite cards for monsters just because it's toxic, it's fun. Vilgefortz is probably your more universal card, but we're going to pick Yaga here. So that's 1 in keg. That's 11, yeah? 1 in keg 11? Or is that keg 10? I don't know how it works. We'll call it keg 10. Yeah. Okay, back to the scrub cards. Foglets are good with Frost. I think you should pick that if you're given the option like that. I like Dwems quite a bit. I like Priests quite a bit. Priests are a little power crept because they're hard to keep on the board. Dwems are just really good. What are the odds, right? You get 2 of the same card in the deck, 1 premium, 1 not. Out of all these, I don't think I've ever really found a reason to play this. Maybe once. This is very conditional. This is a bit easier to pull off. Got an epic. Okay. This is one of those ones that I would probably never play. It's like a 1 point per turn engine. It doesn't really do a whole lot. It's not really that special. Eggman's okay, because there's some times when you're playing like Revenants and stuff, and it could be nice because it has the soldier tag, it does the damage and stuff. But I think Treantbor is probably your best pull. There's a lot more synergy you can pull off. A lot of Scoia'tael decks like Treantbor. Okay, we got another epic. So far we're 3 epics and 1 legendary. Let's see what the epic is here. Oh, yeah, I love Roach. Great card. I don't really play a lot of these. I've seen Mahakam Horn work quite well. Element of Surprise, but I think it's a little bit expected. This is just too conditional. Yeah, you wouldn't get away with this as much in today's meta. I'm a real big fan of the Ransackers. It's actually a pretty nice card if you're playing Hidden Cache. Not a lot going on here. If I had a list out of the top 10-15 cards I think are almost useless to the game, I would probably say this one's in that list. Let's go with the Injuriga. It's the best card here. Students, kind of busted if it sticks. Squirrel is definitely my favorite out of the 3. Squirrels saved me so many games. Like, we're talking like into the hundreds of games. Squirrel clutched it. So this is in the top 10 worst cards in the game. There's very few 4 provision cards that play for 4 or less. So that's that. And out of the 3 of these, I like the Hunter. The Lock, the Bleed, the Flexibility, the Aristocrat. Yeah, 100%. Okay, we got another epic here. I've been playing Windhelm in quite a lot of decks lately. Just a fun engine, you put it down, it boosts 2 points per turn, demands removal. It's kind of nice. I run it whenever I'm running Shield Wall. Flexible, this requirement, this, like, you won't really see these in as many decks these days. It's in my organic deck, but beyond that, you don't really need to play it. This is in a lot of Nilfgaard decks, so you probably want that. Okay, we got an epic. Right on. And what do we got here? Cadaverin is actually a lot of fun. This is, I would say, pretty essential if you're playing vampires. I like it quite a bit if you're playing like devotion vampires. This, I don't see myself ever playing. 6 for 6 give Veil. I think Fortune Teller's a bit better for that. I would say Cadaverin, just because it's a cool card. You could do a lot with it. A lot of monster decks run Thrive and things of that sort. This is pretty universal into Thrive decks, into vampires. Why not take Broxa here? And honestly, like almost every Skellige deck I play that has either a human, a pirate, or a warrior has this card. It's awesome. We got an epic. Okay. And that was, we're getting through these. We have 15 to go. I would say that Forbidden Magic's probably the worst of the three right now, even though I like the card, just because Revenants are so power crept. I think the Brigade is probably not bad. I think that the Seductress is the best, but it's very one-dimensional. You play it in one certain type of deck pretty much, and that's what you play it in, which would be like a Syndicate Hidden Cache. I like this card the best. First time I ever got the Pro was off Hidden Cache, so she carried quite a bit. Nothing really exciting here. We went over this. I don't think a lot of these cards are very useful. The Dwarven Chariots are pretty good, though, with the rework here. There's a lot you can do with them. We already picked a squirrel. We'll go with that. Nothing to see here, but this is something I don't usually play. It's so conditional. Like, it will work oftentimes, but how well will it work? Will it work well enough to actually put it in the deck? You'll find it very rarely on the ladder. This is a card that you play maybe for playing crimes. I think this is a bit more versatile, right? Plays even in Pirates right now, because you could play it off a Tursic Invader or something like that, and it's pretty good. So, 4 clans. At least it's premium. At least I'm going to get some powder, because I can make a couple of cards after this. Out of the 3, I think it's the most versatile. It's like a pseudo-purify when you consume something, otherwise it plays into Death Wish quite well. Plays with Kelly because you can make less units on the board. Lots of stuff you can do with that. Top 10 worst cards of the game, this is in there for sure. Pick another clans. Royal Guards are pretty good too. I would say highest point potential is the Viper Witcher Mentors. You have to understand Adrenaline though. Play it when you get 2 or less cards, right? I still like opening Kegs even though I have all the cards. I'm really just trying to like 100% it. Payday's sick. Definitely Cow Witcher. This card's busted. Like, it's not busted, but it's like strong and it's really good card design. The old Cat Witcher was busted. The Adrenaline 4, Adrenaline 3 is a bit better. I feel like I can put the cap back on this marker. We're sitting here, we don't even have any more legendaries and stuff. They got us at the beginning to get us to keep like continuing to open, and then it just kind of got lame. Cleaver's Muscle is a card that I don't really like playing from a deck. Just 5 points with shield for 4 provision. Crushing Trap's really cool. You could do a lot of damage with that. I mean, it goes either way. There's better Blind Eyes options these days than the Street Urchins, so they see a lot less play than they used to. The Foglet's really good. I guess we already have a couple in the War Clans. A lot of the good bronze cards you run in pairs, because, like, they're your go-tos, right? I like to do that. Like if I'm running these in a deck, I run 2 for sure. This card's interesting. Like, this card's probably gonna see the most play, though. Especially at a low level. You know, you're getting that 3 damage as well is kind of exciting. I like this one the best still out of the 3, really. I think purifies are definitely important. Right, being able to offense or defensive purify is really cool. Faction specific too keeps devotion. You might find yourself needing this card. At least some more powder here. This one's really cool. Play a bronze unit from your opponent's graveyard. If you're playing like a lot of Nilfgaard decks, that could really disrupt their play if they're trying to resurrect something, but it can also give you a really good card. And it got a provision buff. It used to be 6, now it's 5. Lastly, we got an epic here. That's cool, but it's conditional. You need the pair. I'm just glad that we got something in 40 kegs that I didn't already have in premium, which is nice. You put this one out, and then the other counterpart to it, and then it creates a random legendary card. So that's pretty much it. This is just a point slam. So we opened 40 kegs, and like I said, this would have costed you... It's not the right page. This would have costed you like 65 plus tax Canadian, right? 63.99. And we got how many epics here? 2, 4, 6, 7. And legendaries we got 2. Imagine paying $73 with tax and getting 9 cards that were epic or legendary total. I'm not really convinced that that's worth it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I probably wouldn't spend my money there. If I was to spend money in the game, I get more gratification out of buying, like, you see, I buy a lot of this stuff. I can buy this board for $7 and, you know, have something nice to look at forever, right? But I'll show you where I'd probably spend the money. And there's a new journey coming soon. Right, it's going to be on the journey for sure. Because you get the premium pass, it's maybe $12, and then you get all the row on the bottom, and it comes with a bunch of legendary cards and stuff. Look, there's already 2, 3, 4, right? And we're just kind of skimming through 5, 6, 7, okay, 8. It's no contest. So you get 8 legendaries in the bottom row, tons of keys for the reward tree, tons of player cosmetics, avatars, card backs, titles. Look, premium kegs, you're guaranteed to get more actual premium cards. You get music for the game. Yeah, hands down, no questions. Like, if you're new to the game, you're looking to get started, you are a little bit impatient, you want to get some cards and kegs and all that sort of thing, definitely just get the journey pass. I remember when I first started playing, I spent a couple $100 on cards over a couple months of, you know, really just kind of getting fed up in rank 15 range and trying to get all these cards and make all these decks I saw online, and, you know, it's just easier to get the journey, grind it out, and yeah, do it that way, because this is just not really impressive. But let me know what you guys think again, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new video. I'm glad I did it because I was very curious. We'll see how many scraps we get before we go. There we go, we got something.